Hey guys, this is Gabe Lance. So for my Genius Hour project, I plan on doing like kind of a cooking show. Didn't use video editing software to post it on YouTube. And that's something I've never done before, so it kind of helps me learn how to use technology better. But the point of this is to determine whether it's funner just to cook by yourself, or if it's funner to cook with somebody. I've typically just cooked by myself like my whole life, sometimes getting some tips, but I've never actually like co-cooked with somebody. So I have my brother Sam, and he loves to bake and cook and stuff. And so we thought it would be fun to cook together, and today's my mom's birthday. It's going to be pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to make her a Jell-O cake, and it's going to be really good. Something, I mean, I made cake before, and so has he, but we haven't made it this way before, so it should be pretty fun.
Yes, I have.
Oh, you have? Oh, didn't know that. Alright, so what we're going to do is my brother Sam's going to bake the cake. I'm going to get the Jell-O ready that goes into the cake, and then the pudding and the whipped cream that goes on top.
I'll be doing whipped cream.
Oh, you're doing whipped cream?
Because
Okay.
I've done it. And you know Jell-O.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So he'll do the whipped cream, and then I've got the Jell-O, and that's how we're just going to start. So it could just be a lot of just cooking and stuff. We'll try and keep it interesting, make funny jokes, be stupid, you know. But we're going to start now. Make
So
sure you
guess
wash your
what the
hands.
blonde guy said to the bartender.
What?
That's
What did
a
he
joke. I'm going to explain all the ingredients. So,
Do that while I wash it.
the first ingredient... I've already washed. The first ingredient is a bowl. That's a joke. So this cooking spray, of course, to put on this. We use boxed cakes, but in boxed cakes, they're not very good with rising and all that stuff, and they don't taste very good. So I do put in extra sugar, flour, and if it's a yellow cake, then vanilla, because it's based off of vanilla. Not speaking to just you, Gabe.
I know.
We have canola oil here, which I might use, but I like to use olive oil more in my cakes because it gives it a better, what do you call it? Texture?
Texture, consistency.
Yeah, it makes it a lot more moist, and canola oil is just bad for you. It's nasty crap. So, eggs, of course. Got this mixer. Usually people use KitchenAids for like their cakes, but that never works for me. So this has always worked out from what it seems. I usually make bundt cakes, so this is the first time in a while I'm going to make a rectangular cake. And then this is for the whipped cream, of course, and then you put in powdered sugar to sweeten it up. And I think that's it, but then we got the raspberry Jell-O milk.
Yeah, it's going to be a raspberry Jell-O cake, and it's going to be really tasty.
Vanilla pudding on top. I think that's about it.
I think you're right.
You should boil your 3 cups.
Yeah. I was told that I should probably do a cup and a half of hot and then a cup and a half of cold. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab some hot water in the back.
Money shot. Sorry about our kitchen clutter, but
That's what happens.
sucks to suck. 3 eggs.
So what one typically does with Jell-O, they usually do like 3 cups of hot water so it can get the consistency, it can dissolve the granules.
Depends on the mix that you have. You have a family size, so
Yeah.
you put 3 in. But yesterday I made one, and I put 1 hot water and 1 cold for a smaller, which would be comparative this big.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So
And this is really light, and this is kind of heavy.
And the thing this time though, for the sake of making the cake, I was told that do a cup and a half of hot water actually makes it work and not set in stone as like a Jell-O as fast, because we don't want it to be gelatinous in the cake. It's more like a flavoring, and then it kind of like complements the cake texture. So it's kind of a tricky thing, but if we can get the right balance, it's pretty awesome.
Yes. Usually I use egg whites for my cakes because it actually gives it a really fluffy texture. But with yellow cakes specifically, I was putting the yolks. But yeah, chocolate cakes are really good with only egg whites. That's a fact. Or that's one of the whatever. I don't even care. Oh shoot.
Oh, careful.
That worked.
And the thing we have to be aware of is when you're cooking, messes are made, accidents happen.
No.
And it can be really funny, but it can be devastating. So the trick is to cook it well, and hopefully not have to do this all over again. So, no pressure, Sam.
Ah! Alright. So, by the way, the box says 3 eggs, but I always put in 4. And then it says 1/3 cup of vegetable oil I'll be using, olive oil, and I'll put in ½ a cup instead. And I'll be putting in about 1½ cups of water. The reason I do that is because I like to put the flour in to make it rise better, and I need more liquids in it to give it a better consistency. And of course I'll be putting this sugar in right here. You guys might be grossed out by how much sugar I put in.
Yeah, just eyeball it.
Dude, that smells really good. I might put it more later.
Grab some cold water.
½ a cup instead of 1/3. Because of course this is 1 cup.
Right, got that cold water. Let's see here. What do you have to preheat the oven to, Sam? 350? Alright. What do you use, Sam, when you use jelly? Do you use a fork or do you use a whisk?
Yesterday I used a fork, but I thought a spoon was better.
A spoon? Even over a whisk? Try not to burn.
Yeah, our whisks will melt since we have plastic ones. Well, we have the metal one, but personally, just go with the spoon.
So
you might want to pause this.
Why?
It's going to be super loud. Like, no joke, you should pause it like right now.
The video?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of part of it. I mean, they don't have to hear the commentary.
They always skip through the blending part in your video editing, so you can do that.
Alright, so we're back. He's done mixing, as you can see right here. He's going to spray the pan. And then, after he's done spraying, we'll put it into the pan. I think that's kind
There's
of obvious.
a freaking hair in there.
Is there a hair in there? That's
Oh
disgusting.
no, that's like pine. That's a crown.
Pine?
Yeah.
Like a pine needle?
Ah, shoot. Yeah, it's a pine needle.
Alright. Well, he'll pour that in there, and then we've got the oven over here preheating at 350 degrees. 350 degrees, and when it's done preheating, according to the cake box, this will be about 23 to 28 minutes. That one in the middle there.
We're redoing this if this cake ends up bad.
Yeah, I understand. That's kind of like, that's how cooking works. But yeah, we'll have to cook it in there, and then once that's done, I'll add the water to the Jello, and then what we do is, it's kind of fun. We poke a bunch of holes in the cake, and then we just drain the Jello all through it and seeps through the cake, so it becomes like a pink cake. It's actually really cool. So we're gonna do that.
Cheesy.
I know, I'm cheesy. I mean, isn't that what YouTube's for, though? To embrace that?
No. It's to not say cuss words if you have a kid audience, and to be demonetized if you make any joke that has to do with anything controversial.
That's true. But then you got, like, people like PewDiePie who are cheese balls, and then you got, like...
PewDiePie has almost gotten doxxed so many times and framed for BS. You might want to...
something good. What's that?
You might want to put that up there.
Yeah. Need my help with something right now, Sam?
No, go away.
Oh,
Just kidding.
I'm so sad now.
Give me a sec to realize something, if there's anything. It might look like there are lumps, but it's actually bubbles from how fast I've been doing it.
Yeah, that's right. They're like little air bubbles.
I actually made a lot of the lumps go away just by wiping it like I just did. It's not done preheating.
It doesn't hurt to put it in a little early, so we could just put it in right now and put it at the max
does.
20. Does it?
I've tried it.
Really?
Well, for me, my luck.
How long does it preheat usually for you? 5 minutes? 30 minutes to preheat? No.
It's bull.
There's no way. It's never preheated that long.
It's fun for 30 minutes, kid. That's the problem. I usually go ahead and watch a freaking episode or something because it takes so long. You know, I'm gonna make these Japanese noodles.
Alright. So,
Ooh, I'm gonna use that water.
when this is done being preheated, we'll get right back to you guys.
So I was actually expecting this to be a lot longer than it happened, but it just finished preheating like moments after I said I'll be a moment to put on the next thing. So let me put this on for a second. Open that.
Yeah, I'll get it. 1 second. There you are.
Okay, tell Devin to come over.
I will. Alright.
Okay, let me look at the box.
It said 23 to 28 minutes, so I was just going to put it 25 or 28.
Ah, shoot.
You're good, you're good. Alright. So in 28 minutes, this cake should be ready, and that's when the fun part starts. Talk to you in a bit.
Alright, the water is boiled. We're poking holes in the cake. And the jello shall be made. Gabe, I'm gonna pour this in. Get a spoon ready.
Alright, okay, 1 sec.
Ooh, looks like the monkey brains from Indiana Jones.
Okay, now go get some cold water, Santa, that. A cup and a half. Make it quick.
Just a sec, guys.
Alright. Is that for me to stir it for 2 minutes?
You're supposed to stir for 3, but you've been stirring for a little longer. Alright, he's finished. We're going to throw this in the fridge.
Yep, we gotta pour this into the cake. I have to do it kind of slowly and carefully.
Yeah.
You have to be very careful or it gets kind of bloody.
Oh, I can't believe you just said that.
I know, I'm gonna get used to it though.
Very cool, Mr. West, but not good enough. Hold this.
Alright, I'll take that for a sec. And so we're gonna kind of try to evenly distribute the jello.
Too bad. That's not how mafia works.
Alright, so now that we've done this, our instructions are to put this in the fridge for 2 hours to kind of set, and then once the 2 hours are done, we make the vanilla pudding that'll go on top as a frosting, and then whipping cream on top of that.
Open the freaking door.
I will get the door. Move. Wait for it.
This is burning my fingers.
Is it burning your fingers? Really
bad.
Alright.
Check out our Ferrari.
Just kidding, it's a Mazda.
No, it's not.
Alright. I'll take that.
You don't have to ruin my awesome jokes, okay? I didn't do anything to you.
Alright.
Oh.
And there we are. See you in 2 hours.
Welcome back. This is how the cake is. Very uneven on certain things, which kind of hurts me.
But that's okay. It should still taste good.
It's not okay. Anyway, so I just poured the pudding mix into a bowl.
Okay.
And you shall put in, ooh, there's the cup measure. You shall put in 2.5 cups of milk.
It says 3 right here.
2.5.
This has oil in it.
That doesn't matter. It's just oil.
Does it gonna need oil?
It's olive oil. Just do it.
You haven't even seen how you probably there's 2 different like.
Alright, now you need a spoon.
No, we need a whisk. Hold that.
I was down for everything. That thing will one
Take Joan
that
the
thing-
Queen.
not one shot exactly, but that thing.
See, it's just 2 waters.
It's
What else are the instructions?
Yeah, what other instructions does it
Beat
have?
until well blended. Pour at once into individual, soft set, and ready to eat within 5 minutes. Alright.
Yeah, once it's done well and blended, it needs to sit 5 to 10 minutes in a fridge.
No.
No?
Yeah, that's fine.
You have to find out.
Really, it tastes like crap.
You know,
Well,
I don't like pudding.
I'm not the biggest fan either, but it's good for frosting. All right, so that now we have to make the whipped cream.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Alright, so for you college kiddos, this is what you need to do. Get out a bowl.
Where's the cream, Sam? Oh, here it is.
get out of the bowl.
There it is. Get a bowl.
That big. This is all we have.
Well, it's the smallest one I've got there, so. Are you sure? That looks like it's not going to be big enough. Use this one. Use the big one. There we go.
Dirty.
Just rinse it off. Alright, so we use the whole carton of this. This is actually going to make a much more than we are going to need for this cake, but that's okay.
But I eat whipped cream all the time. Heck, I'll make this stuff just to spoon it into my mouth.
We're going to use half of it for this cake, and then my little sister has a birthday in a few days, and my mom's going to use it for her cake.
Ooh.
That'll be fun.
Where's Mommy's freaking instructions?
It's right here. Just put in, it says put in powdered sugar until it tastes good, so and not too overpoweredly sugared. And then once it tastes fine, then we'll just whisk it until it's frothy. So go with that for now. Or that. Use the blender thing. You put them in the sink, remember?
Oh. That was actually really good.
Alright.
Alright, so that's sat for a while. Now we got to put all this pudding on top, and then we're going to let it sit and kind of cool down on the cake in the fridge for a while. And then once it's sturdy, then we'll put the whipped cream on. So, like that. You just kind of spread it even. Looks like a butter, but that'll be just fine. Thing about my brother Sam, when he makes cakes, he does a really good job with the icing. He makes it always look so symmetric
That's
and
because
nice.
Mom helps.
Yeah.
I suck at icing.
You really? I thought you always do a good job.
That's because Mom helps.
Why are you watching a gay Minecrafter, dude?
Yeah, his name is Minecraft Shathid. I forgot. Sorry, guys. Should tell Isaac to stop with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to, but
That's like an instant kill. I'm just afraid to go there.
Don't stop the video.
Dude, this is such a troll, bro. See, look at that. Like, what the frick is that? And that?
Jeez, freaking whiz.
that'll be fine.
I can't do anything. It's so
You're
stupid. Yeah, she just.
All her persona, like, abilities are, like, long range, too.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Alright,
It's good enough, I guess.
yeah, it'll be fine.
Dude, really?
Alright, so we're gonna put that in the fridge for a little bit. We're gonna blend that, and then we should be good.
Check this out. It's a little lumpy looking, but it's actually just bubbles. But yeah, that's the pudding. He's got. I beated the whipped cream, and we just went to the store and back, and now we're gonna put the whipped cream on.
Alright. And this is the last part of the frosting. So it's kind of like double frosting for this cake, but that's what apparently makes it so good.
Oh, you've had it. So why'd you say apparently?
It's been a while.
Oh, it looks a little liquidy for...
It'll be fine. And we can put it back in the fridge.
You're doing very good at icing it.
Alright.
Only use half.
Oh.
No, you didn't. Yeah, that's fine.
It's disgusting.
Yummy. Bet you guys wishing that you got this whipped cream in class. Oh, sorry. I don't have my thing. No.
Ooh.
Oh no!
It's so full that it's almost falling overboard.
Fact, if you guys are going to make a cake for another person, never put your fingers in it like I am. But this is family crap, so I don't care. It'll need some time to set, of course, in the fridge, but it's going to be an hour or two before mom and dad. So are they going out to see a movie or something?
They might be, yeah. That's why we got plenty of time. They've just been out all day. Doing mom and dad stuff. I think I need just a little more.
My teacher still hasn't texted me back. Freaked out. Because if I do anything wrong, then I'm screwed. Huh? No, it's fine. Not going in context. That should be fine. It's quite a generous layer, but wants it to look even, so I don't blame him. Hey, Gabe. I'm playing Metroid first. Okay, it's all done.
Alright, look at that beauty. And that is the cake. And yes, for the record, we did have a lot of fun cooking it together. A lot of dumb things that happened and some messes, but it's good and it's going to taste great. We'll make sure to get like a critic test taste for it. Alright, see you later.